Greetings learners, my name is Sarah Povela and I'm with my group members, so unfortunately I won't introduce them. They will introduce themselves when they will be taking part on some of the subsections that they will be teaching. So this video is basically for grade 10 life sciences learners. We all know that at school, some of you are already done with this chapter, but yet it is just a recap on the most important concept based on the cells, the basic unit of life. So with this video we'll be doing the topic of cells, the basic unit of life. So let us look at the overview of the video. So within this video we'll be doing the cell structure and functions, the cell organelles, then the summary of the video, all the concepts that will be covered in this video. Then at the end, guys, there is an activity for you that you need to complete just for you to deepen your knowledge and understanding of this concept. So with the cell structure and function, we all know that the cell is the basic unit of life. So there was a theory that was developed based on the cell. So this theory was developed by two scientists, namely Theodore Schwann and Jacob Sheldon. So it is an explanation of the relationship between cells and living things. So this theory states that all living things are made up of cells and their product. Simply, you as a person, you're also a living thing, and mostly the animals. So you're all made up of cells and their product. So it furthermore states that the new cells are created by all cells dividing into two, and that cells are the basic monomers of life. So here cells are the basic units of life, simply that the building blocks of life. So this theory applies to all living things, either they are big or small. So for you to understand the cell theory, you should be able to know that the activity of an organism depends on the total activity of independent cells. The energy flow occurs in cells through the breakdown of carbohydrates by respiration. You should also know that cells contain the information necessary for the creation of new cells. This information is known as the hereditary information, which is contained within DNA. You will furthermore learn about this hereditary information in the following chapter of cell division. Cells are the smallest form of life, the functional structural units of all living things. Your body also contains several billions of cells. So every human being is made up of billions of cells. Some of the functions performed by cells are so vital to the existence of life that all cells perform them. We will now look at some basic cell structures and organelles in animal and plant cells in the following slide.
Greetings, grade 10. As my colleague mentioned, that is not alone in this presentation. So I'm here for continuation. My name is Gulego. So what we're going to look now, we're going to look at the animal cell and plant cell structure. Okay, let's start by animal cell. Let's start by animal structure. As we can see that this is the animal structure and it has the labels. What you have to know how to label the animal structure, and you also have to know how to differentiate between what is the difference between animal structure and plant cell structure, and also what is the similarity between animal cell and plant cell structure. Okay, let's look at the animal structure. As we see that it has cell membrane, which is the outer part. It contains lysosome. It has nucleus, and this is a nucleolus. There's a difference between nucleus and nucleolus. As you can see, there's nucleus, and also it has nuclear membrane. It has vacuole. It has Golgi apparatus, cytoplasm, and centrosome. Okay, let's go and look at the plant cell structure. As you see the plant cell structure, we have Golgi complex, endoplasm, reticulum, mitochondria. We also find mitochondria in animal cell, but we're going to discuss that later. We have nucleus here, we have nucleolus, we have lysosome, membrane, vacuole, cell wall, chloroplast, and cytoplasm. Okay, let's go and look at the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. Okay, the animal cell, it has absent of cell wall, so it means that no cell wall presence. But plant cell, it contains a rigid cell wall composed of cellulose. Again, animal cell, it has irregular shape or round shape. According to shape, in plant cell, it has square or it's either square or rectangular in shape. In animal cell, it contains a small vacuole, while plant cell, it has a large vacuole. And also in animal cell, it does not have a chloroplast, but plant cell is contain chloroplast. Okay, let's go and look at the similarity between plant cell and animal cell. What is similar between animal structure and plant cell structure? Okay, first bullets, they both contain plasma membrane that acts as a protective barrier. They both contain nucleus that has genetic material. They both have cytoplasm, which is a jelly-like substance that fills the cells and hold various organelles. Okay, so this is all what you have to know about animal cell and plant cell structure. Is a difference between them and also the similarity between them, and also have to know how to differentiate the structure of animal cell and the structure of plant cell.
Okay, guys, this continuation we will be delve in the functions of the cells, or the function of the organelles in the cells, which are plant and animal cell. Okay, I'm Mr. Xulu. I'll be looking the functions of the organelles. Okay, we'll start with cell membrane. Cell membrane regulates the passage of the substance in and out of the cell. The second function says separates in the interior of the cells from external environment. Then it provides the protection for the cell's internal component. Then there is nucleus with the two functions. The first function says it contains the genetic materials. Second function is responsible for the gene expression. Then there is vacuole. Vacuole, we will look the two functions of it. The first function says contain enzymes that break down waste product. Then the second function says contain their pigment that gives some color, specifically in plant. Then there's a mitochondria. Mitochondria is responsible for energy reproduction, the one who gives the cells the energy. Then there's ribosome. Ribosome is responsible for protein synthesis. Then there's a cytoplasm. In cytoplasm, there's two functions. The first function says provide the structural support to organelles and the cell membrane. It also serves as medium for movement of the organelles, since you guys know that organelles are also moving in the cell. Then there's a cell wall. Cell wall is also important in the cell because it protects the cell from physical damage. It helps the cell to maintain its shape, and the cell wall is also responsible for transport and permeable control, so it allows some substances in and out of the cell. Then there's a chloroplast. In chloroplast, it absorbs the light and converts it to energy. Then you will remember that chloroplast is found in plant cells. So in plant cells, the reason why I have a chloroplast because it needs to make its own food under the process called a photosynthesis.
Okay, my name is Uli Salamandao, so I'll be continuing from where I left off. So I'll be looking at the summary of the lesson. So in terms of the summary of the lesson, I'll The cells are the fundamental units of life, serving as the building block of all living organisms. They come in various types such as prokaryotic and eukaryotic, with the key components like the cell membrane, cytoplasm, and genetic material. Cells, they perform essential functions including metabolism, reproduction, and response to stimuli. Let us answer the activity below. So with our activity, the first question says, what is a cell and why is it regarded as the basic unit of life? And the next question, describe the main differences between plant and animal cell. And then the third question, what are the three main components of the cell and their functions? And then the fourth question, what is the role of cytoplasm in an animal cell? And then the fifth question, explain the significance of chloroplast in plant cells and explain why they are absent in animal cell. So this is your activity for the day. If you have any questions regarding the activity, feel free to ask. Okay, and then thank you for watching our YouTube video. Please comment after watching the video and don't forget to subscribe. Once again, thank you.